Mike Litton.
Hey, San Diego. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Mike Litton with Keller Williams Realty. You're listening to the Real Estate Zone, all the information you need in today's market. We have an entertaining show for you today. Joining us live in studio is Trent Chapman, our short sale expert, Kurt Brandstetter, our mortgage expert, and in a few minutes we'll have our special guest, Scott Yancey, star of A&E Network's hit TV series, Flipping Vegas. He'll be joining us in just a few minutes on the phone. Welcome, guys.
Thanks. Hey, thanks, Mike.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have Congressman Brian Bilbray checking in with us, as well as Doug Clark and Mike Baird, who are stars of Spike TV's new series that premieres on September 27th called Flip Men. And they'll be on to tell us about the latest in the real estate market and the latest in terms of real estate investing and flipping properties, and also about their new show. So it's going to be a really exciting show next week. Make sure you tune in. We're ready for your calls at 1-800-760-5362. That's 1-800-760-5362. You simply will not have a better opportunity to ask these experts any questions that you have than right now. Give us a call, 1-800-760-5362. That's 1-800-760-KFMB. And hey, San Diego, get in the zone with us. Come on in, the water's fine. Hey, Kurt Brandstetter is our mortgage expert, and he's here with us in studio. Kurt, tell us a little bit about what happened this week with the markets and how it affected home loan interest rates.
You bet. It's another wild week. Seems like we say the same thing every week, Mike.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's, the nervousness that surrounded the market or kind of strangled the market over the last 8 weeks continues, and it looked like we were kind of digging our way out of that earlier in the week, and then Thursday, rumors of a weaker than expected employment report took over the market again.
Accurate rumors.
Rumors, and then those rumors were true on Friday with the release where it said that no new jobs were created. So
absolutely zero.
Zero. Well, it is what it is.
Now they did revise upward 85,000 last month, right? So I mean that did help.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't do enough.
Right.
But basically, when that happens, people will sell stocks like they did yesterday. And there's a flight to quality trade. We talk about that every week too.
Right.
But it's happening right now with the 10-year Treasury yield dropping at 2% even again. It's not necessarily what you're seeing in mortgages. Mortgages don't trade exactly the same way or in parallel to the 10-year Treasury bond. But generally, when 10-year Treasury bonds hit 2%, it's good news for rates.
Right. And rates do follow, but they don't follow exactly.
They're not exact.
So we need to make sure that we're clear about that. We also need to make sure that we're clear about something else, about what flight to quality means. When people are selling, when traders are selling stocks, they're selling stocks to move into safer positions because stocks are selling off and they don't know where the bottom's going to be. And they'll move and they'll actually go out and buy mortgage-backed securities, and those mortgage-backed securities, the price will go up and the yield will drop, and the 10-year bond in particular, the yield will actually drop, and interest rates, that's kind of the price of money, not exactly, but interest rates tend to follow that.
You bet. Traders sell stocks, they'll buy treasuries, mortgage-backed securities, gold, they'll buy anything that they think is secure.
That's what we call flight to quality.
Exactly, and it's driving these rates down to all-time lows again. It seems like we talk about the same thing, but this is good stuff. If anybody has a loan and they already own their home and they have an interest rate above 4.5%, they can refinance it.
Right.
When I look at it, the only loans that don't really make sense in this market are loans under $150,000, and the cost of doing this may not make sense.
But even if they do have a loan that's less than $150,000, you can find a solution for them. Let's talk about that for a second, because what differentiates you from everybody else out there, I believe, is that when people meet with you, there's no pressure. When they meet with you, you're setting up a long-term goal for them. You're setting up a long-term plan, based on what their goals are, to try to help them use mortgage finance to get to those goals.
Oh, you bet.
And, I want to make sure that people understand that you've been doing this for a very, very long time. You started when you were 5, right?
Exactly.
And you've been doing this for a very long time, and it's something you've literally done thousands and thousands and thousands of home loans. And you've learned over the years, I know, and you were never high pressure when you started, right? But you've learned over the years how to put together long-term plans for people. You have a degree in finance, right? And you have a financial planning background.
Right.
And so it's really important that people understand that this is not a one-and-done thing with you. This is something where you're going to put a deal together with them and put a plan together, and then you're going to execute it together side by side.
Well, exactly. I mean, we're basically going to evaluate this. If people call me, we're going to evaluate if there's something that they should do. We're going to tell them they should do it. If there's nothing that they can do or nothing that they should do, we'll tell them that too.
Absolutely.
This is a great opportunity for people to basically lower their debt.
Right.
I mean, I consider myself kind of a debt advisor, if you will.
Exactly.
Mortgages are their biggest debt. We advise them on that debt, and there are great opportunities right now to get their interest rate or any other loan that they have refinanced to a lower rate.
And you have
they don't
clients
have to spend anything to do it.
You have clients that you're working with that are saving thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah, I mean, thousands of dollars a month is very rare, but certainly,
There are some, though.
If somebody's saving that much money, it means they've been kind of asleep at the wheel for
Right.
5 or 6 years
Absolutely.
on their mortgage. These low rates have been around for 3 years, so if you're actively managing that account or
Right.
actively managing your mortgage, you've already done this 3 times in the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
You can do it again right now, and you should do it again.
How does somebody get a hold of you if they're ready to refinance or they're ready to buy a property right now?
They can call me at my office at 858-657-1063 or contact me by email at kurtKURT@wjbradley.com.
Give them both again.
You bet. 858-657-1063
Right.
or kurtKURT@wjbradley.com.
And it's KURT,
KURT.
at WJBradley, BRADLEY.com.
Perfect.
Okay.
Email's great for me. Send me an email and I'll tell you if we need to look at something.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, one quick note, Mike.
Go ahead.
I have some people at my office today that are busting it. We're busier than we've ever been.
Right.
And they're in working on a Saturday,
Right.
trying to help our clients catch up and basically get these loans done. So I wanted to say thanks to them.
Absolutely. And, to be in on a Labor Day weekend.